Hey you guys, I'm so excited to show you this new way that I've been starting seeds. It's been so easy and convenient. By the way, this video is sponsored by Parkseed. Parkseed was founded since 1868 by a 15-year-old boy who just wanted to sell seeds from his garden. Now there's around 1,800 variety of seeds and quality indoor and outdoor garden supplies that they have that will ship right to your door. Parkseed sent me this biodome to try out, so I'm going to share with you my experience of this and to give you some tips so that you can maximize the use of this biodome. I couldn't believe how easy this thing has made my life to be. I hopped on the website and checked out all the variety of seeds and I was impressed and excited. It took me a while to narrow down my list of what I wanted. Then I decided to just get the things that are more compact variety, which fits my space better. So I got like the, Space Master cucumbers. Besides the Space Master cucumbers, I'm extremely excited about these. These are the zucchinis. They are spineless. I can't wait to get them in the garden because it really just doesn't bother my skin. That's not prickly at all when you try to go in and adjust the plant or pick the fruits. So I'm really looking forward to planting this out in the garden. What's really cool about these sponges is that it's formulated so that it can retain, the aeration and the moisture in the sponge. So that would allow the roots to grow really healthfully. Then you can just literally pick up that sponge. It's so easy and pop it in your garden. However, I haven't made space here yet. It's going to be a few days until I have the raised bed ready for them. I'm just going to go ahead and transplant some of these to another pot so that they can grow a little bigger. All these that you're seeing were grown in this biodome. I started out in late March and this has just been the full 4 weeks and this is what it came to be. Zucchinis are fast growing, but it was extremely fast when I put it in the sponge and in this dome. So just in a week I needed to transplant the zucchinis because it was touching the roof here and shading out the neighbors. The biodome comes with 3 different sizes for the sponges. If you want to grow larger plants like pumpkins, cucumbers, or even zucchinis, I would suggest to get the next size up, which is the bigger sponges, so it's spaced out further apart. When they had me picked out a biodome, I decided to go with a 60 cell because I wanted to maximize the use. Each sponge in this particular one is smaller, so everything is just tighter fit. It's really good for growing smaller things, but I figured that if I get the smaller one, I have the option to grow something large or small. If I grow something large, I can probably just space out, skip a row or two, and then plant on the 3rd row or something. Also, with the things that grow so fast, I can just go ahead and pick up the plug and pop it in the garden or something. So I don't really think that's a big deal for me. And of course, everything, all the seeds will germinate at different rates. The lettuce came out first and then the zucchinis popped up pretty quickly, and this is one that grew so fast once it germinated. The one you see in the front row, I was just testing out my ashitaba seeds just to see what happens. Ashitaba takes about 3 to 5 weeks normally to germinate, so this is still really early, so you're not really seeing anything going on in this front row. But the basil's doing really well, and then like the cucumbers, oh my gosh, as soon as I removed the zucchinis, it was giving light for the cucumbers, and the cucumbers are just whoosh, so fast and it's starting to shade off the neighbors again, so I have to hurry and transplant the cucumbers next. So their seeds came in these really pretty gold packets. These are the fresh packed gold lining that would help to keep the moisture out so that your seeds will stay fresh for a longer period. These seeds were definitely fresh. By the morning of the third day, I already started seeing some things popping up. As you know, if you want delicious, healthy foods, they gotta come from healthy seeds to start. Parkseed provides quality products and great customer service, and I can definitely attest to that. I loved this biodome that they sent me so much that I decided to purchase one on my own. So when it got here, there was actually a little chip on the dome, which is actually this one here. The lid here. What's really cool is that I like that their design has this rim on the inside which catches the water. When the condensation drips down, it wouldn't drip out of the tray when I move this around, whereas other domes that I've used, they're more floppy, they're not sturdy like this, and then the water would just leak, you know, like drip out whenever I move the dome. So that's what I really liked about it. I reached out to them, told them about that rim, how I was concerned about, you know, the water coming out because of this part that's broken. They told me that my replacement is already on its way. The thing that I would do different to improve this experience next time, and I'm letting you know so that you won't make this mistake, is that it actually came with this seedling fertilizer. This is what they use to start all their seeds, and they also carry plants on their website. And this is a 20-20-20 fertilizer. I thought it was really strong, so I didn't want to mix this in water and pour it in the tray from the beginning, but that's what I should have done, because when I started seeing the zucchini was getting so big and it was lacking nutrients, the leaves were starting to yellow a little bit, and I started to put the solution in, and I think that was a bit late because it takes a little time for the plant to absorb the nutrients. That's why I decided to remove from the pot and pot it up, and then whoosh, this is what it looks like. I mean, it just needs nutrients. This is meant for you to start your seedlings. As soon as you see the first couple sets of true leaves, you'd want to pick it up and transplant, because otherwise it is totally relying on the nutrients that you feed them through water. It was super easy to start this. All you got to do is pre-soak these bile sponges and then pop them into these cells, and then these sponges actually come with pre-drilled holes. You just need to pop the seeds in there. For the largest seeds you can put inside. The ones that are really small, you just place them on top on all the surface space here. And they say that you only need to put in one seed per sponge, 1 to maybe 2 seeds. I didn't think that 1 or 2 seeds is going to germinate. So like this is the hyssop, for example, or the basil. I laid out quite a few seeds on each one just in case if the seeds wouldn't sprout, but it did. So now I have just abundance of it. I either can trim these off or just leave them as is, because something like basil wouldn't mind being a little more compact, growing closer to each other. One thing they do suggest is to not plant any root vegetables in these sponges because they won't grow well. That's the only thing. Seeds like your onions, carrots, or beets would not be recommended to start from these sponges. Other than that, there's a lot of things that you can pop the seeds in here and basically put some water in, put the dome on, and walk away for a few days, and it'll just do its own thing. I did put this one on top of a heating mat since I'm growing some warm weather crops. That also helps to speed up the germination. If you guys want some ideas on what to grow for your specific location, I highly recommend that you check out their free app called From Seed to Spoon. It'll give you a list of things that you can plant based on your specific location, because they will have a GPS to track it, and I'll show you what are the companion plants. There are recipes and just a lot of tips on, you know, what you can plant and what time of the year. So it's really cool. Go check it out. I'll link it down below for you. So this thing was doing so well. By the 2nd or 3rd week, I was so curious what the root system looked like. So I picked it up and tried to take this picture for you guys, and oh my gosh, it got heavy. And I was trying to, you know, handle the camera and holding the biodome with, you know, on the other hand, and plopped. Oh my gosh, I think my heart stopped for a second. This thing literally fell upside down. Luckily, I only lost a few plants, not that many. I think if these things were in soil, everything would have just separated. But because these were in these sponges, the roots were really just, you know, grabbing onto the sponges really well. So most of the plants did survive. So I'm so thankful for that. What's cool about this planting block is that it stays floating when you put water in. That way, your roots wouldn't just, you know, stay touching the bottom all the time to cause rotting. So this is what this looks like. You guys ready? This thing is definitely ready to be planted. Oh my God. Still got some water in there. That's right. Yeah. Oh. So planting this is as easy as picking up the cell and putting it in your garden. It's Parkseed's goal to bring joy of gardening to as many people as possible, and I can definitely agree with that. I mean, that is why I share my journey with you guys. So thank you guys for joining me here today, and thank you to Parkseed for sponsoring today's episode. You guys go check out their website. I'll put that link down below for you. If you guys enjoyed this one, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell notification button for updates. I will see you right back here in the next video. Bye guys.